unto this day, because that he wholly followed the Lord God Elohim of Israel. Caleb wholeheartedly followed. You find this saying very, very small and deficient in the scriptures. You don't see everybody given the title wholeheartedly.
That's right.
Meaning that everything about him was in pursuit. You know how I said that David was a man after God's own heart? Everything about Caleb was in pursuit of, right? Of him. So, let's see here. Jump over to Ezekiel. Ezekiel from chapter 47. Ezekiel 47, verse 22, and I'm going to read it in the Amplified. Ezekiel chapter 47, verse 22. And the Amplified says, you shall divide it by lot as an inheritance among yourselves, and among the foreigners who stay among you. See that distinction? Not the foreigners, not just any foreigner, but the foreigners that stay among you, who give birth to sons among you. Wait a minute, hold on. Now, generally, when you look at the text, you find that this foreigner is generally connected to the term stranger. And you find out if you trace it back, you find that this word stranger can also mean a non-Israelite. Right. But he's talking to the children of Israel, so therefore he doesn't have to speak about a stranger that is an Israelite who may have been living in another region. No, he's speaking to the children of Israel. So therefore this term stranger or foreigner is also directly linked to a non-Israelite. So why are non-Israelites having children amongst Israelites? Is the question we need to ask. And he's talking about giving an inheritance to foreigners who live among you, that have children among you, but yet they're not of you. But I thought that the Most High only blessed Israel. This is a commandment that's in the Torah. Listen what it says. They shall be to you as native born. Meaning, and I love the Amplified, it says, in the country. Among the children, descendants of Israel, these foreigners shall be like home-born. It's the same as though that when they was born amongst the line of any of the 12 tribes. And you have to treat them as such. You don't treat them any different. So guess what? You have some people that's non-Israelites that say, hey, I'm not an Israelite, but I want to be a part of the community. That's not your Gentile brother.
That's right.
Come on now.
That term and terminology, that's not your foreign brother. That's not your Gentile brother. That's none of that. No, that is your brother. This is commanded of the Most High. He said we treat them as such. It's because they already understood. When they came out of Egypt, they left with them. Israel wasn't the only one left. The mixed multitude, a whole lot of people left with them. We get to a point here. Look what it says. They shall be allotted an inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel. So don't try to kick them out and say, hey, yo, your little piece over there, go on over there and sleep in that dumpster over there. It wasn't the same way they did us in slavery.
That's right.
See, this is how I know when people start talking about, the Bible, America was built on the Bible, they're lying. It's not true. America was not built upon biblical principles, because if they did, they wouldn't have gave us the outhouse. They wouldn't have threw us scraps. They wouldn't have did any of that. You know what they would have did? They said, oh, you believe in the Bible? They wouldn't have had to take the Bible and rip pages out of it. Or they wouldn't have to take the Bible and say, you can only read this portion of the Bible. No. If they were truly built upon biblical principles and they follow our Elohim, they would have knew better than to treat us as any different. It doesn't matter how many laws we broke.
That's right.
The Most High will chastise you. You don't treat people different because they break Torah.
Right.
The Most High gonna deal with them.
That's right.
Your job is to be long-suffering with them. Your job is to rebuke. Everybody want to rebuke, but don't nobody want to reprove. Don't nobody want to go long-suffering with nobody. Everybody want to cast people away, as though the Most High as though He cast you away.
Amen.
In fact, you do stuff every day that He hates. And yet, He stopped the person from breaking in your house house and killing you and your children.
Come on now.
Just because you didn't see it, that don't mean that it wasn't an effect. He prevented you from getting in the accident. That's why you couldn't find your keys.
Come on.
Because it was an accident along the way. The Most High prevents and protects us from so many things, and yet we still find ourselves doing stuff that He hates. Every single day. Every day. Matter of fact, in Paul's letters, he said, it's because of you that the Gentile blaspheme the name of the Most High. You want to be Israel? It's a big responsibility. You and the way you act and the way you treat people is the very reason why there's all kind of constructs like Islam. Because of the fact the way you have treated people. You have drove people from the Most High because you say that you're a believer and yet they see your actions.
That's right.
Yeah, I believe the Bible and they watch you at work. You lying, you stealing. Like, man, hold on, man. Don't you know, man? Willie ate my lunch out the fridge. Willie? Somebody, don't want to be carrying the Bible all the time? Yeah, I caught him coming out of the refrigerator. Now, stole the soda and everything.
You better kill him and
All this stuff, I'm telling you. We have to be careful in the things that we do. This walk is very important.
Yes, it